Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Happy Saturday morning. I hope you're all having a fantastic weekend. It is the weekend, which means it is time for Wax Gaming Weekly Recap time, where we have a lot of awesome news, some highlights that we've been waiting for months, and some great things overall in Wax. So I want to go ahead and do all of the news that I can do in 10 minutes or less, hopefully. So let's go ahead and get started. Gonna go ahead and start again with a shameless plug. If you haven't already seen my top 10 games on Wax for August, go ahead and check out the link that'll be up in the corner and also in the description. I try and go through and analyze as many games as I can. I obviously can't get them all, but I am doing my best. So if you think I missed any games in the top 10, go ahead and make a comment down below and let me know. I know there's a number of fans for Mining Network, for Forge Arena, and a few others, but if there's any other games that you think I missed, go ahead and comment down below. I'll make sure I do a good evaluation on it for the September edition that's going to be coming out here in a few weeks. So make sure you're checking that out. Also, other news as far as Warrior Lion Gaming goes, we have a lot of cool things planned over the next month. Leading up to DigiCon, I think DigiCon is going to be a fantastic event. So we're trying to do a lot of changes, updates, and just cool things. For example, if you happen to go over to the website, you see that we're in the process of changing. So I apologize. It is kind of under construction right now, but it will be even better once we're done with this entire process. So let's get excited about this and let's jump into the actual Wax news itself. First of all, this is news that I think most people, especially in the Farming Tales community, have been waiting for almost 8, maybe 9 months. We are getting super close to the new Waxchester expansion being released. They dropped an announcement. I also went ahead and did a video here. I'm actually in game. I'm actually doing this while we're talking right now. And I did a walkthrough of Waxchester, and now this is one of the first multiplayer games that they're going to have in there. It is going to be the tractor race, which is going to be a lot of fun, especially when there are multiple people in the game trying to go around this track and slipping and sliding and running each other and flipping their tractors. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, almost flipped it there. But some things that you should be aware of that are coming out for Farming Tales. One, they have the closed beta release available for a select few. Thankfully, I am part of that, so that's where that footage that you just saw there and the walking tour came from. On the 17th, they're doing the closed multiplayer version of it, where we're going to be able to test things like that, the tractor racing, plus just walking around and seeing other people. This is a huge step as far as Farming Tales and a lot of games on Wax goes. If you saw my tour from yesterday, it looks incredible. And then they're talking about actually going ahead and doing the full release, potentially the full release coming here in September of New Waxchester with an update coming on August 19th. That's going to include the single product system. This is where instead of just bulk selling all of your stuff, this is the next step where you can individually sell certain items. You can save other items that will be crafted when new Waxchester comes out. So there's a lot going on. So excited for this. One of the things that some people have mixed emotions about is the deflationary economy that's also going to be implemented on the 19th, and that's right down here. Basically, every month they're going to increase the cost to craft things in game. I know this is initially a lot of people are not excited about it, but I think long-term wise, it is great for the game. Similar things that are happening is Castle's doing a similar thing, which we'll get to here in a second. But lots of awesome things for Farming Tales that we've been waiting for months, and I'm super excited. I don't know if you all noticed, this is the first time I've led off with something other than castles in a long time. So that's how excited I am about it. Speaking of castles, let's go ahead and jump over to castles. They have a number of events also going up on over the next month. First of all, the miners crafting event ends here in about 6 days. It'll be 5 days by the time you're really watching this. So that is ending there. They have the free to free to play expansion coming out next week. They have the Blacksmith Guild coming out here shortly. They also have the doubling or the land cost doubling, which I did a video on that yesterday. If you didn't see that, go ahead and check it out, which is coming out here shortly. So there, and then the dungeon expansion, which we've talked about quite a bit. So that's all coming out. So the Castles continues to layer the events and continues to put out awesome content. Got to give them full credit for continuing to develop, especially during this bear market. All right. I also want to go ahead. I just dropped some. Yesterday I announced this, but I wanted to make sure I mentioned this in the video. Blockchain Brawlers is going ahead and kicking off their summer block party. They are going to be doing weekly events where you can go ahead out there and win some really cool prizes. It did kick off. It is available. It's going to be available until 11 p.m. Pacific time next Thursday. So go ahead into their Discord. In the announcements, there is a link here. I also put a link in the announcements for my Discord. So you can go ahead out there. You just have to do a number of different items. Self-promotion here. Make sure you watch this video right here. Thankfully, they included me in it. But they have some cool prizes. If you go ahead and complete all those items down below, you're entered to win some of these legendary brawlers. That's going to be awesome. They got the platinum, just lots of cool prizes that they're going to be doing, and they mentioned here that there could be some surprise items too. In addition, there is potentially going to be some wax ambassadors that are going to be giving some items away. One of the key items that you need in order to be able to enter this is this little badge here that anyone that did any gameplay mining during the first phase of the project got this badge for free. If you were not able to get in there, you can still enter the competition. You just have to go out and grab one of these badges off the secondary market. They're going for 23, 24 wax. And that price is continuing to go up a little bit, especially with the actual launch of the block party. So make sure that you're involved in that. It doesn't hurt to go ahead and attempt to win some of these cool prizes. Next on the list is Taco. Taco has really launched their swap. They launched it a few weeks ago, but they've been adding on to it quite a bit. They have a number of different things. I'm going to do a separate video on this to kind of diving through it. But the one thing I wanted to highlight is the liquidity for, they call it the meal. This is where you can take tokens from other games plus wax, basically put in a pool and earn uh, basically passive and not financial advice like it normally is, but you earn passive income. The one that just got added that I'm pretty excited about is M Source to Wax. The APR is pretty high. It's not going to stay that way because the more people that invest in it, it's probably going to go down a bit. So just to make you aware, that this is available, and that Taco's adding another utility to the wax environment. I really think people are aware of Taco, but I think people are sleeping on Taco because they are providing so much utility to the wax environment. There's so much value. All right, next on the list, Waxel World. I am doing a video on this in detail tomorrow. They are kicking off their conceptual design phase for the next expansion, the housing system, which is going to be a very foundational item for the overall game. Super excited. I'm not going to dive too far into it here because I'm doing a full separate video here coming up tomorrow. So go ahead and check out that video tomorrow. Immersys, I've mentioned this a few times. Their update has gone live with the increased rate of NFT drops, which, as you've seen anything that I'm interested in, it's huge. I'm super happy to see this. They've also implemented a few other things where you can get additional fate. There's just some overall improvements to the game. So if one of your biggest challenges was just the NFTs weren't dropping fast enough or good enough for you, they've implemented that, and plus a whole bunch of other cool features. So go ahead and check that out. Realm, you all know I've been getting excited about Realm, and they have recently dropped the season 2 promo sticker, or it's a bonus sticker, NFT. I love these. These are similar to free T-shirts in real life. Love them. They provide extra bonus. I do extra things just to get these, so I love me some promo NFTs. This one was dropped. I got mine. This one's mine right here. It adds a 1% bonus in game to your basic your production, your RLM production. So it's a neat edition that you got free just for playing the game. Love those. All right, and then we got Million on Mars. They are dropping or have dropped by the time you're watching this. There's Chapter 6 details and sale. So I love that they continue to drop content. This is one of similar to Castles. They are continuing to drop and develop, and I say drop content and develop and continuing to be a very player focused game. So that's why I wanted to highlight that they've dropped a new one, and that's why they're consistently in my top 5 for top games on Wax. All right, Apex Conquest, or they launched about, I guess, 9 days ago by the time you're watching this. And they are continuing to collaborate with additional games. As I mentioned before this even dropped, this fills a gap on the Wax blockchain as far as additional uses for in-game tokens. This is taking in-game tokens from multiple games and giving you some additional value for those, and they continue to add more tokens to the game. Here's 4 more. I guarantee that there will be additional tokens being added to this. Excited about this one, so keep an eye on that. All right, Music Moguls, just wanted to go ahead and do a quick highlight on this. If you look at their events in their Discord, they have a drop coming up here shortly. Next week on the 18th, potentially. I haven't heard any details about anything behind it yet. I'm assuming I will soon, potentially today. But they are going to be doing another pack drop. Comment down below and let me know, what genre do you think it will be? They've already dropped pop. They've already dropped hip hop. I'm thinking it'll be country. That's my guess. My guess is it'll be a country pack, whether this pack or the next pack. I'm putting my bets on country being the next genre that they drop for the game. So let me know what you think. Mining Network wanted to add this. They have added staking to the game. Minor, a lot of games have the staking, but I wanted to make sure that I did highlight it since there's a lot of people that are interested in the Mining Network game. So go ahead and check that out. And I do have to note they are still not whitelisted on Atomic Hub and still doing rather well. Still an anomaly as far as games being whitelisted and being successful. So wanted to mention that. Funko dropped their I'm sorry, Avatar Legends drop on Tuesday. Biggest drop that they've ever done. I had an hour wait in the queue, and I was able to still grab a pack. I grabbed one right before it sold out. Didn't have much success, didn't get any legendaries or grails. So I'm debating whether I'm going to go for the royalty or not. But I was able to get a pack, even though I had over an hour wait time. So that was neat. Unfortunately, the values aren't as high on these as I was hoping, just because of the more produced. So I'm curious if Funko is going to continue to do the higher pack counts. So keep an eye on that. Once we hear about the next drop, I'll go ahead and do a video to let you know for all you Funko fans out there. And last but not least, I wanted to highlight this. I'm not sure if you've all noticed, we all know the giant drop that happened here in the early June, where everybody was, oh gosh, woe is me, wax is done for. But I wanted to highlight this because I've been saying this very often. We're in an overall bear market, but there's still a lot of things to be excited about for Wax. You see all the games I continue to highlight on a weekly basis that are doing tons of development, that are continuing to move forward. The thing that's happening right now in Wax is we are transitioning from a very click to earn short term approach to games that was dominating Wax at the beginning of this year, to a long term approach which takes some time to develop. All the games that I try and highlight, all the games that I'm interested in and look forward to, are doing that long-term approach. And I see a big transition that most games are starting to transition to that long-term approach, which is awesome for Wax. It is great. You're already starting to see the token creeping back up, and it will continue to do that over the next months. Once the bear market breaks and we start going back into a bull market, which will happen. I don't know how soon it will happen. I don't know if it'll happen in 3 months from now or 6 months from now or a year from now, but we will go back into a positive market. And once we do, as long as the games are continuing to focus on the long term and bringing quality to players, Wax is going to explode. Not financial advice. Please make sure you do your own research. But I personally believe Wax is going to explode. And that's why I'm committing 99% of my time to Wax. I hope you're all excited about Wax. I know I went over the 10 minutes, but there's a lot of cool information that's going on. I wanted to end with this with a positive note that you see that the Wax price is going up. Not saying it won't drop again. You see it going up and dipping up and dipping up and up, down. But the trend is going up, which is a very positive sign. I hope you're all excited. I hope you all have a great weekend. I'll talk to you later. Bye.